Hey there, I'm Jay Vix. I'm the founder and president of JourneyBuilder.io, and this is Kimp's Founders 5. One book or podcast that transformed your mindset as an entrepreneur. This is a really good one. There's been so many books. I mean, The Ultimate Sales Machine. I've got a ton of books of digital marketing for dummies, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. But the one that I like to go to is, yes, this is real. This is not virtual. The one that I like to go to is a book by a man named James Carberry, and it's called Content-Based Networking. And one of the ways that we've grown our business, doubled our business in the last year, in our 12th year in business, has a lot to do with what's in this book. We started a quote-unquote podcast. We call it the anti-podcast. We don't upload it to Spotify or Apple or any of those places. We actually it's a video content creation service. We lead with content. We invite business owners to a recorded video interview so that they can have some video content in their business. We don't charge them anything for it, but what that does is it starts the ball rolling. So towards something else, whether that's a referral, whether it's just a new business relationship, or whether that's a sale. We lead with content. We create content, and that's how we expand and grow our network. So, content-based networking, James Carberry, check it out. If I could go back in time and give myself one piece of advice, what would it be? Focus on the low-hanging fruit, right? Don't try to go out and scale a business overnight. Go out and start a business overnight, right? Go out and you go to the people that you know, the business owners that you know, and offer them a trial, an experiment. You'll be amazed at how many case studies you can get. So if you're going back and you just need one piece of advice as starting out in business, that's what I would tell myself, is just focus on the low-hanging fruit and don't try to go out and sell huge high-ticket items right off the bat without having any of that experience. And then if I could give myself a second piece of advice, I would say try to document everything. Document everything that you can, successes, failures, processes, procedures. All of that stuff comes in real handy when it comes time to delegate and grow your team. How can budding entrepreneurs expand their network? Going back to the question I answered in the first one, you want to expand your network? 3 words: value in advance. Lead with value. Go out, do something for a business owner. Give them something that's going to win them over, get them to know, like, and trust you. Know, like, and trust is a major factor in business. So go expand your network by offering value in advance. Don't give away everything. Don't say, hey, I'm going to give you a free account for a year or something like that. But go do something that's easy, get a quick win. The other way is join a local referral group or networking. I don't know if there's a BNI where you live. BNI is on the expensive side, but there's, here in the Greensboro, North Carolina area, there are tons of smaller referral and leads groups. It's a good way to get out there, join a merchants association or a chamber of commerce, get out there and meet some people. And that's a really great way to expand your network. And if you're a subject matter expert on something, teach, do a webinar, go ask a merchants association or a bank or something if you can do a lunch and learn or some type of way that you can leverage other people's networks to get you in front of their more people. Piece of criticism or advice that changed my journey forever. I used to work out of a home office. I worked in my dining room, which we didn't use as a dining room. It was just my home office. But I had a chandelier hanging down behind me, and I started my Meet the Experts anti-podcast that I mentioned earlier in this dining room, right? My home office. And I started interviewing guests, and my camera wasn't very good. My lighting wasn't very good. And I started sending emails out saying, hey, would you like to be a guest on our show, Meet the Experts? We'll give you a year's worth of video content in a 30-minute interview. And the criticism that I got or the advice that I got was, yeah, I'd be happy to come on your show when you make it look a little bit more professional. So I'm not very good with criticism, constructive, healthy or unhealthy criticism. But when I heard that I needed to be more professional, I went out, I rented a space, and ultimately that turned into this, where I actually have good lighting with good shadows, a nice bookshelf behind me, and I have a really nice studio with a really high quality Sony camera, and our content production and quality of that production has just gone through the roof, and nobody is questioning that anymore for me. So one habit that every entrepreneur should develop: read. I can't do one habit. Read books, read business books, read articles, read social media, learn what tools are out there, what things can help you grow your business, but avoid chasing shiny objects. So that would be a habit, avoiding shiny objects, because that's not a good habit to be in. The other thing is build relationships. Build true relationships with people. It's a great habit to get in. Try to wish people happy birthday on Facebook. That's an easy place to start. But just trying to reach out to people, send newsletters, build relationships, create video content for people. Do whatever you can inside of your zone of genius or your superpower, and give it away in small doses, enough to build that relationship.